It's finally back! The sword! Fuck yeah! Oh, well, my name's Fox, man, so they can have it, Fox. And Jack got his sword back. And also... No. Alright, so... This is XCVIII. And... I forgot my notes over there, so... Alright, back. And also, FYI, me taking notes is, and I don't remember that many right now. There's only really 2. But I can remember most of them. But, this XCVIII, where it opens up how I didn't think it would expect to open up in the past. Or not the past, but Jack's past. Jack, it shows Jack, season 1 type Jack, walking up a mountainside. Then he finds these little goat creatures, cute little goat creatures. And he asks the little goat creatures, "You would happen to know if there's a time portal up there, would you?" And of course, the little goat people just don't say anything because they're goats, I guess. And no, that stop any animals from talking in this show before. But so he goes to the top of the He goes top of the tower, and the goats actually show him the time portal. Sorry, I'm just like messing with all this stuff because everything looks a little half ugly. But shows him that there's a time portal, and Jack immediately jumps into the time portal and gets sucked down. I'm like, holy crap! And then you just see one of the most effed up scenes is just Blackhead just reaching through time and grab Jack and pull him out of it. I'm just like, son of a... I'm like, oh, like. And also right here is where you see where Jack snaps. Because as soon as Aku pulls Jack out of there, you see Jack gets angry. As soon as Aku blows out the portal, he goes, "I didn't know you'd get here so quickly. Also, that was the last time portal there is." Though that's a lie, because there's still the time portal that the blue guy's guarding. Jack just gets angry, starts yelling, starts trying to attack Aku, and Aku goes, "Oh, sorry, samurai. I know better to mess with that sword. But don't worry, I'll leave you some friends." And you see his eyes beam up, and then you see these giant monstrous creatures come out and tower over Jack with goat horns. Guess who they are. Jack then gets angry, runs at them, and starts just slaughtering all of them. And then only when he slaughters one of them and then it shrinks down does he realize it's the little goat creatures. Those little cute little goat creatures that were trying to help him. Jack gets scared and or just like tenses up and drops the sword. The sword rolls. And also, I have a theory about like Jack's sword growing stronger. Like that's why the colors on it inverted. Though the colors are different from when Jack's father wielded the sword. It being all black then. But in this one, there's actually probably a reason why I said... One, I said that the colors were inverted to find that Jack's sword is growing stronger. And I don't know if that's the case. I hope that is the case. Other than that, it's just very lazy on the animators and colorers' part. Because at one point in time, when the sword is about to fall into the hole where the time portal was, it switches to inverted colors for a split second. And I was thinking, how hard is it for someone painting this dang sword to be like, okay, the diamonds are yellow, everything else is black. How hard is it to be like, I accidentally made the black part yellow, let me change that really quickly and then finish the rest of the sword. Instead of going through all of that. But anyways, I'm hoping that it does signify something at least later on, that Jack's sword is evolving. But, so that's when Jack loses his sword. And then it cuts to the future where Jack and Ashi are riding on top of a giant canary. And, they go into where the time portal was, go all the way to the bottom, and they can't find the sword. Jack then says, the reason why, and Ashi says, "Did someone take it?" And Jack goes, "No, someone didn't take the sword. The sword left me." Because, the sword is a magical sword. It's a magical sword, and I love it. I love katanas. But, so, I love all types of swords, I'm not kidding. Broadswords, bastard swords, never mind. So Jack says, I have to go somewhere. And Ashi said, let me come with you. No, I have to do this alone. That's when Jack sits on the mountaintop and starts meditating. And then Ashi said, oh, okay, I guess I'll just sit here. And also, you see the skeletons of the little goat creatures that Jack killed like 50 years ago. Which also, I kept saying it's 100 years. Actually, apparently it's only 50 years. I don't know why. I thought he said 100 in the first episode, but I don't know. But, so Ashi sits down and then, of course, sees this army of goblins coming towards them. Also, Ashi is OP as fuck. She is incredibly overpowered, which also I do wonder if she actually even is Aku's daughter, because you think she'd have some abilities. Or then again, maybe the reason she's able to fight all these guys, one is because of training, and two, because of all these abilities. But this episode, Ashi kicks the crap out of some people. But then, of course, the goblins come up, and then Ashi says, what are you doing here? And he goes, we're here to kill the samurai! And Ashi says, no, no, you're not. Turn around before I kill all of you. The guys say, oh, you're right, kill her. They all attack. Ashi grabs the leader and just bangs him against all of the other guns, and then just goes into a giant bloodbath of killing all of them. And Jack goes through a trippy Doctor Strange type of sequence as he traverses grasslands, an ocean, space, and everything until he finds a little Buddha, and the little Buddha asks him to make some tea. And Jack is making tea, showing, like, I guess how the ceremony make tea or whatever. And while this is going on, it's then spliced in with Ashi bloodily murdering everyone, just seeing blood all over her, just killing everyone, stabbing people with knives or swords or their spikes or whatever, kicking them on top of other spears. It's freaking great. And then while Jack's doing all his ceremonial tea things, it's like very quiet and calm, and switching back to Ashi just murdering everything. I love. And then Jack then, what I'm trying to think. Jack gives a little teacup to the Buddha or the monk, and the monk drinks it and goes, this tea is terrible. And Jack goes, really? And he goes, and the Buddha goes, yes, it has all the necessary components, but it's unbalanced. And Jack said, and I forgot what had happened, but Jack basically says, please, I need to help my way to get to the sword. And he was saying, I'm not the one blocking your path. You are wherever. And then Jack's inner, I don't know what it's supposed to be. His rage, I guess. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be his inner rage? Is it supposed to be like his hopelessness and anger? I think that's probably more accurate to what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be his hopelessness and anger, believing he's stuck in this world and that he should basically dish out all the evil back to this world. Basically, say screw it to everything, just be selfish and kind of. Though even so, Jack still fights that thing because he still saves people. But so Jack, the creature, I guess his anger or whatever starts getting angry at the Buddha or little monk and tells him, you did it, and Jack goes, enough. But the angry Jack slams regular Jack backwards, and he was saying, you are nothing without me. And Jack was saying, no, you're the one in the way. You were the cloud in the mist or whatever. But now I can see. His eyes start glowing brightly, and it burns the evil Jack. Just, no, you need me. Disappears. And then the little monk says, the path is clear. And then Jack finds himself in front of the three gods. Ra, Odin, and I'm sorry, Hindu religion and mythology. I forgot his name. I know he's like I think he's the god of creation, that he reincarnates every once in a while, and like your skin is blue if you're him, like if you're a reincarnation of him. If I remember correctly, I'm sorry, I need to look into. That's actually a genre I really need, or a mythology I really need to look into. Hindu and religion, Hindu mythology and religion. So he goes to there, and also it's kind of a cool comparison, like him compared to his father. His father and him both have the raggedy look and everything when they both met the gods, and the gods just goes, and basically the gods gonna say, just you have been chosen just like your father. For that we shall and it is your turn to destroy a great evil. And of course you see the sword bestowed upon Jack, grabs the sword, pulls it out, holds it up, and then his clothing forms back onto him, his kimono or gi or whatever, and then it goes the light shines up over his head, and his hair's back into a bun. And he's cleave shaven, and then of course he comes back into regular time, and he has the sword up. Yes! And then sink, and... But, oh, so I forgot to mention, well, before all this happened, I just went through Jack's side. After Ashi beats the living and kills hundreds of those goblin dudes, she sees someone climbing up the mountain. She rushes to the top and sees an arrow get fired from a rock. Ashi jumps down, breaks the arrow, grabs the arrow, looks and finds, and like this part I was like, okay, it's another ogre, the leader of the ogres. No, it's her mother. And I was like, oh, didn't expect her to be here. And then these two kind of go at it a little bit. Like Ashi's mom saying that Ashi was the strongest of her sisters and stuff like that. But she was always wandering. Always had a wandering eye, and that that they're supposed to kill the samurai, no matter the cost. And Ashi says no, that Aku's evil, whatnot. And then basically the two start fighting. But I also love how this happens because there's some scenes of this I kind of just laughed at, like a big point is that Jack killed these little goat creatures, and that's kind of what broke him and made the sword kind of leave him. And in this, Ashi's mom has a sword, it's like a dagger, and Ashi just reaches down, and breaks a horn off of one of the little skulls of the goats. I'm like, oh my lord! I just find it hilarious. And then like a dark way. Like, yeah, they were important, but not really. Ashi and her mother go at it, fighting each other, stabbing each other through a rock, which, again, these goat horns are freaking amazing, because they're apparently so hard they can bust through rock. Or that's just a cruddy rock. Like a rock wall. They're fighting each other. Ashi gets some of the crud beat out of her. And right when the mom's about to jump and about to kill Jack, Ashi grabs the arrow, throws the freaking arrow, it stabs through her mother, and her mother just falls off the edge of the cliff. I was like, I was just laughing at that bit because I just thought that was hilarious, and so I was just like, that bad guy just died from falling off a cliff. That was it. No, it's not exactly like, but it was pretty funny. And Ashi falls laying down, and then cut to everything I just said about Jack. Jack comes back, finds Ashi, and says, Ashi, are you okay? And Ashi goes, yeah, Jack, you gotta change your clothes, and cut your hair, and shave. And Jack goes, yes, I have. And Ashi goes, what next, Jack? It's time to fight Aku. And, then we cut to, end of episode, then we had to show a clip of the scene of the next one, where it looks like Ashi and Jack are probably going through one of Aku's facilities, or if not, Aku's base. And he said, there's supposed to be a wall here, but something's coming after them. And then the episode basically ends, or the little clip where it ends. I like the episode. It was pretty freaking good. Ashi is OP as crud. I kind of... I don't know if Ashi actually is Aku's daughter or not. All we are really getting this is from, the followers of Aku. So for all we know, it's just like, this is the son of the devil. But it really isn't. We just want him to be. I don't know. It just feels kind of something like that a little bit. I don't know if she is Aku's daughter. If she is, it kind of makes sense why she's able to take down all those goblins and stuff. And also, you think she'd have more powers, I'd assume. At least some shape-shifting powers. Or maybe, be able to, shape-shift, blackness and form into a sword or something, or a weapon. But I don't see any of that, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, but she's OP as fuck. She killed like all those people. Although also I kind of wish Jack and Angry Jack kind of would have either fought each other more, or at least in the end had it to where I'm trying to think. Like maybe like Jack goes forth between the gods, or maybe the little monk or whatever says you are not ready yet, or something like that, and maybe we keep the sword off of Jack for another couple episodes, or Jack, or like the Buddha sets him on a quest to try to find something, like, because I don't know how many episodes are left in this season, because we have, I'm trying to think how many reviews I've done. I have no idea, but I don't know, it just feels like they could have I feel like they could have either extended that out a little bit more, like maybe had it towards the end, maybe Aku finding out that Jack didn't have his sword, and then going after him, and then Jack, of course, that's when Jack, like, maybe has to save Ashi or something, or has to choose, and then his choice basically allows him to wield the sword again. Something like that. Not to mention also, because in the original Samurai Jack series, you see when Jack is supposed to go through the time portal. He's supposed to have his long beard. He's supposed to have like a crown on his head. He supposed to look tattered and stuff, and still have his sword by his side. You see this in the episode where he fights that one guy who basically says that it's not his time to go through that portal yet. I hope they're not gonna retcon it. I really don't. I really hope they don't. But I do wonder, like, are they just gonna ignore that now? Because I want that to kind of be the thing. Like, yeah, we know what's gonna happen there, but come on now. I want to see that. I want to see how Jack gets to that point in time. And it kind of sucks seeing his beard kind of gone. I kind of would have liked if, like, for the rest of the season, like, maybe he still has maybe he has the robe, but then still has the crazy beard. Or again, keep the kimono and everything for later. Heck, you don't even need to bring the kimono back. Just have the black suit, or whatever, and then towards the end, like, then you have Jack ready up, and, like, even when he gets the sword, maybe he, like, shaves using the blade itself, or something like that. I don't know. The episode was still good. I kind of wish certain things had happened, a little bit differently in that retrospect. And also, I kind of wish Ashi would kind of show more of a coup in her, at least, like, abilities and stuff. Because then that fight scene also, even though I like the fight scene with Ashi against all those goblins, it would have been kind of cool to see her use, like, some Aku powers to fight them and stuff. Also, Aku in the past still has the eye where, like, if he lowers his eyebrows, you see the black around his eye. But then, the last couple episodes when we see Aku, when his eyes are down, you see the fire go all the way to it. So, I don't know if there's some inconsistencies with the animation. I don't know. Or, like, how they did each episode. I don't know. But, I don't know. There's just, like, those little bits I'm just like, why? And again, the sword being inverted every couple of times. Like, I think it happened twice in this episode. And again, it happened in the first episode also. At least from what I can remember. So, I'm like, boy, I hope that sword looks inverted. Or else I'm just going to look more insane than I am. And, yeah, it is inverted every couple times. I think it was, like, 3 to 4, like 2 to 3 times in this episode. But yeah, the episode was still good. I want to see more. I kind of liked seeing Jack with the scruffy beard and, like, everything. And again, I would have liked to see him like that all the way towards the end at least. And, like, maybe, like, you see in the end, you see the scene in I want to say season 4, where Jack's standing on, like, the cliff with the crown on his head and the long flowing beard and, like, the tore up everything. And just standing there with his sword. Like, that could have been the time when he got his sword or something. And then, like, it's time to face Aku. And then the next episode you see, using the blade or whatever to cut the hair off his face. And then you just see with his hair off, that's when he, looks like old Jack. And then, wears the kimono and everything. It's the episode is good, but I just wish some more things would happen. And again, I hope we don't totally bypass all of that. Unless it's supposed to be like, it's not your time, samurai. Like how they, or that's the wrong character. But, like, they show him, like, I don't know, maybe it's going to be that that's going to be the ending. Like, maybe the end of the series is going to be Jack in the past, and he's going to have, like, you know, the long beard because he's gotten older because he went back to the past, and he has the long beard again, and the tattered cloak and the crown because maybe he's the king of the kingdoms or whatever. And I don't know, maybe that's how they're gonna play that out. But even then, so still, I want to see that scene. I want them to use that time portal because that's what it alluded to. The blue guy alluded saying, this is the portal that's going to take you back. This is the portal that said, it's not your time to go through this, samurai, but you are the one who's supposed to go through this one. You are the one who's supposed to use this last time portal. So I don't even think Aku can get to that time portal because of that blue guy. And they're keeping great continuity with everything else, so I'm hoping that's, you know, they're not effing that up. Either way, this episode was awesome. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check more videos that I've done, please the link section below. See all the other videos. Links are around me. Subscription button's right there. And we will see you later. Watch out. Bow Jack, Samurai Jack is back.